So, on the left, or on this problem, what would you do?
Separate them.
Factor it out.
Okay, it looks like the left factors pretty easily. So that seems like a good thought. Try that. So, what does it factor to be?
Sine squared theta minus cosine or plus, but then the other one.
Either way.
Yeah.
Everyone agree? And what?
Squared plus cosine squared equals 1. Right.
So this is just 1. And now it's a good time to pause and look at the right-hand side and go, well, what am I trying to do? And I noticed that the right-hand side only has sines in it. It doesn't have any cosines in it. So, any ideas from here? Good. I'm going to change cosine. I'm going to use the identity. I know that cosine squared is equal to 1 minus sine squared. So I'm going to change it. Cosine squared to 1 minus sine squared. There are a lot of different ways you could do it. You can change it. This is what you messed up on it. For the most part, it's like cool. Any questions so far? So I took cosine squared and changed it to 1 minus sine squared. And why did I do that again? Remind me, what was my thought process?
All signs on there. So
The right-hand side only had signs, so I want the left-hand side to only have signs. Distribute the negative. And so I get 2 sine squared of theta minus 1. What was I looking for? That. I'm done. Sine plus sine, sine squared plus sine squared is 2, sine squared is 1, so it turns out just simplifying it got me. Okay, number 2, which side would you definitely start on number 2? There's no question about it. The left. I wanted to say that. The right would be tough. So what about the left? What am I going to do on the left?
Turn it back.
Now, if you didn't have those memorized, that would be really hard to pick out. But she just immediately said, hey, tangent squared plus 1 is secant squared. So again, having those memorized really help you get that, what do I do next thought process. So I get cosine squared of theta times secant squared of theta.
they cancel out.
Yeah. Secant is 1 over cosine, right? So, if you notice that, it wasn't bad. Without noticing it. If you had done the other, if you distributed the cosine, you would have ended up with a similar identity. So it would have worked. You would have ended up with sine squared plus cosine squared equals 1.
Well,
We didn't do this
you pick up my paper.
Monday, did we?
Ah.
We didn't do this on Monday, did we? I think we did that. We definitely did a similar one. I don't know, look and see if we did it already. I don't know. We do or no?
We can go fix it again. We got something taxes.
Similar but not this one. Okay. Which side do you want to work on? Right. Either way. Right. And I'm going to let you
Left.
Left. What are you going to do on the left?
Oh, we got a little bit closer.
We didn't do anything wrong. We just didn't get the right answer.
Well,
We just aren't anywhere closer to that thing over there than we were on the start. But we didn't do anything wrong. No, it's not.
This one's square.
Man, I sure wish it was though, right?
Yes, let's just square up.
This is a great idea.
maybe if you put it over,
Highlights to the validity.
put it over cosine and then
This is Anna's idea. She said, why don't we multiply by secant of x plus tangent of x on the bottom, but if I multiply it on the bottom, what do I have to do? Now, why did we think that? Well, it came from Maddie saying, hey, isn't that an identity? And we looked, well, no, not quite. If it were squared, it would be. And how could we get both of those things to be squared? Well, if we multiply by the conjugate, then we would get both. So that seems like a good idea. And look at what else happened there. Look at the top. Did we get the secant plus the tangent on the top that we were hoping to get? So it looks plausible. Maybe it will work. We will see. So on the top I get cosecant of x times secant of x plus tangent of x. On the bottom I'm going to FOIL that out or distribute whatever you want. So secant squared minus tangent squared is in fact 1. So we just have cosecant of x times secant of x plus tangent of x.
Now just square it again.
What am I trying to, what am I looking for?
Square it.
well, the cosecant is
I think I'm there. Don't you look at what I'm looking for.
You're pretty much there.
Secant x plus tangent of x. I've got that part. What is cosecant?
1 over sine.
1 over sine. I think I'm there. So this little trick that they decided to play actually turned out to be a good option. And it actually was not that long of a problem, was it? So, here's a trick for you. If you are looking at the numerators and denominators and they are conjugates of each other, you might try multiplying one of the two sides by conjugates. It's a good try. Which brings me to, let's talk about all the good tries that we've talked about. First of all, try changing everything in sine and cosine. We tried that, and it didn't work. So we tried and failed. And so we got to start over, and that's okay. You're going to do that sometimes. You will get better at picking stuff out, like, oh, that's a conjugate. I can just, but you may not. So you try it, it doesn't work. Also, common denominator. We even tried that on the last one. We tried changing sine, cosine. We tried common denominators. Tried factoring. If none of this work, try multiplying by conjugates. If you haven't noticed that that might be a good choice. So see if that's an option. At every step, look for identities that'll make your life easier. And at every step, look at the other side of the equation to see what you're trying to match. So this is options, things to do. Had you all picked these out probably without me? No? Maybe
Yeah.
besides conjugates, because that was the first time we've done a conjugate. Okay.
Do you feel whenever the problem looks like it's literally mocking you?
They will do that sometimes.
It has where it's trying to give you the sine theta plus cosine theta. And the thing is, if you do the first thing, you end up getting sine of theta times 1 minus sine Anna theta.
What is the original?
And so the original one is sine of theta over 1 minus cotangent plus cosine of theta over 1 minus tan.
Oh, okay. Just a second. Okay.
You have these factors there. You can't factor out because it's plus later.
Okay, I have a worksheet for you. It is even, so it's 18 more problems, 18 more of these string identity proof problems. Some will go real easy, others will be more difficult. Evens is required. Any that you do that are odds are bonus. So if you want to do any of them, there'll be a point. So you could get 20 out of 10 or whatever on your homework. You can get double the homework points if you want to do it. Am I suggesting that you have to do that? No. You have to do the evens. That's all you have to do. So, no, it's not due tomorrow. It is due
Monday.
It is due Monday. Tomorrow is a work day on it. So that does help a little. No, not more work tomorrow. We will get more work on Friday though. So Friday we'll get a little bit more work. Fridays is a little easier than what we've been doing. Craig, I did it first. The first time you see the first time.
We have another master quiz.
We will. Yes.